right ahead of me. Oh! Lynn, they're right at us! Well guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms, kind of. Day 3 of deer season. We are just about ready to leave. It's 7 o'clock or so. We're meeting down at the car wash at 7 o'clock, so fashionably late as always. We just got the truck loaded up. Let's make our way down to the car wash. They're saying gusts of up to 40 mile an hour, average winds up to 20. It's gonna be fun, right, Dad?
Absolutely.
As you can kind of tell in his voice, he's struggling this morning, but I think everybody is. I lied. 7:15. So Dad got a nice doe yesterday in this video right here. So we had the 15 or so shots in a row. And I've been giving him crap all day because he always says one shot, one deer. What happened yesterday, Dad?
It was one shot.
Plus?
Well, I fired 4 warning shots and then I shot once and dropped the deer. So one shot, one deer. Correct or not?
You guys tell me down below. I disagree. It was actually kind of cool though. You tell the story how you turned the deer around.
Actually, it was kind of funny. A good friend of mine has passed away quite a few years ago. Matter of fact, Ron's named after him, Ronnie Black. He was kind of my second dad. Kind of took me deer hunting, started me deer hunting. And he told me a long time ago, if the deer are running by you, shoot in front of them, and sometimes they'll turn around. Well, these deer were probably, oh my God, 150, 200 yards in front of me. So I shot in front of them, and then lo and behold, they stopped, turned on a dime, and come running right back at me. And they actually ran out in front of me, probably 15 yards from me. They crossed the creek and ran out in front of me. It's the coolest thing. Guess what? I didn't have my camera either.
No, you had it on you just didn't have it on, didn't you?
No, I had it actually.
Oh, you threw it in the truck. So yeah, we ended up with 4 deer down after that drive that we've never pushed before. It was just a short little drive, but there was a pile of deer in there, and we had a pile of shots, and we came up with 4 good deer out of them. So that's where he's getting his 4 warning shots.
Absolutely. 1 deer, 1 shot.
So I'm probably gonna have to be using this mic a little bit more just because it is like stupid windy out. But we're gonna run my dad's drives essentially. We're gonna start at the highway and work east, southwest, or work west, southwest, something like that. So we'll get her moving. Hopefully get a couple deer today. Quit by noon because it's probably gonna be ridiculously miserable. So hopefully we can get 4 or 5 deer and start cleaning because we have 8 deer we gotta clean plus whatever we get today. So cross fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 vehicles.
I think we got 4 blockers and
for 10 people. Wow, it's windy. Very, very windy. It's a windy one, Daniel. I don't know how good the audio is, but we did clean our guns yesterday after all that rain. I'm gonna try to use this GoPro as much as possible because it's actually got a halfway dead cat mic on it. So we're walking in. We're gonna have 4 pushers, 4 blockers at the end, and then 2 blockers actually over there by the road. You'll kind of see, but Lynn and I are gonna take the left side. Daniel and Mel are gonna take the right. And it's cold. It's 20 degrees, windy. Let's do it. With it being this windy, it's gonna be interesting to what the deer are gonna do. Are they gonna wanna stay in the bottoms so they're out of the wind and so they can hear better? Or like we don't know what they're gonna do in this type of wind. Because deer love to be able to be in a spot where they can hear around them, hear and smell. And this would be nice if there's a bunch of 4-wheeler trails through here. So I'm kind of debating, because it's so windy, the drivers can't be as loud or as effectively loud because the wind's so loud. So do I need to make more noise when it's as windy as this, just to get the deer up and going? I'm thinking no. Just, you know, normally crash through the woods, not try to be quiet, but you know, they'll break branches, stuff like that. So what do you guys think? Drop a comment down below, I'd appreciate it. So we had all 4 of us in a line going this way. And I love these 4-wheeler paths. Well, that was fun. Crikey, look at this. What kind of rare specimen design's this? Sturdy. Gee, criminy, that is amazing. So I lost sight of my driver on this side. So I'm gonna get up on top of the hill to find him. He could be just widening out. Something just crashed up there. Found me a nice little walking stick. And it's gone. Blockers on that side are done because I see Ted. So I'm gonna start cutting up the hill. That's a mushroom. Wow, that's huge. Big old mushrooms everywhere, or whatever they are. Tree crash? Not a thing there, Scott. Yeah, I didn't see much for a sign either. This wind's just definitely playing tricks. Someone really turned a gravity wagon into a blind. That thing is pretty neat. I'm gonna wrap this around, push Deere that way. So we got 3 people just pushing this hillside. There's the gravel road where we take it over to the highway. This is steep. Man almighty. Milk tanker. And blocker's gonna be right ahead of us. Well, that kind of sucks because I think this wind's gonna really bite us today. All right, let's take the side-by-side down. It's cold. So we're lining this valley, 2 on that side, 2 on this side, 1 going up on top of the hill. We're taking the side-by-side to the person on this side of the hill and up in the field. Drive number 2, let's get it going. Oh, wow. It's a steep gully through here. Steve just shot 3 times up on top of the hill. So that's where Steve is up there. That's where he shot at him darting across, I bet. Right ahead of me. There was one right there. That's exactly where they were bedded down last time. I gotta go in here ways. Yeah, there's one more in here. I'd bet she was bedded down right in here. If I was a betting man. This is some good cover for deer. That's fresh. That's recent because I was able to smush that, so that's deer poop. They're in here, which we know they are, they always are. Just we never get a shot out of them. Last year when I was driving this, I did this exact thing, kicked deer out of the exact same spot. They ran up to here and then busted across. Bet man, that's what they did. Here's the ladder stand that I see every year. Don't look like it's been used in a while. I wouldn't trust it.
For a washout came off the field.
Why didn't?
He was in front of me, and I don't know if they got into the cornfield when he saw him.
Yeah, he didn't see him until you yelled.
Yeah, and he was walking away from me. I hope he can hear my voice through the wind or whatever.
I'll be somewhere right in here. I can cover down and almost to the fence line. All right, so we're set up right now. I'm basically going to be the only blocker on this side. Ducky's back a little bit, covering the bottom. And then I'm gonna cover this entire kind of valley right here. And then Donnie is gonna go out in the field like 75 yards and then go up. So we'll see what we see, but it is stupid windy. Man, this would really suck if one of those trees would come down. Good gravy. It is blowing. Well, let's see what we can see. Here's my shooting lane. Sounds like Lynn. So we got a blocker up in the field up there. That sounded like Lynn. Another shot right up on top of the valley. I didn't have the GoPro on because I was changing the battery. That was just one shot though. So again guys, I do apologize if the audio is crap because it's just so windy. I'm trying to use this GoPro as much as possible, but it's just hard. During the week we just don't have numbers usually, so it's hard to really block this how we should, but we're basically trying to get away with minimal blockers on the timber, and then we're sticking a couple guys out in the field where they busted out. Tell you what, guys, there's not much action going on in the woods. Like, it's all the deer all busting early. I haven't seen a thing. We've had 2 groups of shots up on the hill. Just as I was saying that, a fork and a fawn just ran right back on top of the hill. Don's shooting at them. So it was a little fork and a fawn. The fork ran right there and right across, and then the fawn just ran the ridge line. Well, hey, literally just as I was saying deer aren't going in there, what happened? They're younger deer though. I wouldn't have shot either one. I'm not going to shoot a fork, and that doe looked like a baby, a fawn. Crazy thing is, I didn't hear that fork or anything. It came straight in front of me. So once it came right up over this hill, right where this big tree was blocking my view. That fork basically ran, I can see my shelter where I normally sit, would have ran me right over. That would have been kind of cool. Oh well, there's a driver, a couple drivers. Oh! Well, the blocker over there. That one scared me. Other blocker. So every blocker's got a shot on this drive except for me. Boo. We've actually had quite a bit of shots. We had 2 on that side, 2 above me, and 3 back there, so 7 shots. Hopefully we got 2 deer down. I'm just upset because I'm pretty sure I either turned the GoPro off or what. I got jumbo and I saw that deer sneak up, like jump out in front of me. Well, not jump, but come up over the ridge in front of me. So sorry about that, guys. But as soon as I saw it fork, I didn't even pull up. Wasn't worth it. Well, sounds like we got 1 doe down for sure. We'll see if we have any more. Dead straight ahead of me, 40 yards. I didn't see him though until he cut across. But yeah, it was just a little fork.
I was waiting for the shot.
Those guys are.
Your dad or Mel the whole way, so.
Nice. Daniel was ahead of you, I'm guessing.
Yeah, they're up here on top
Yep.
of the land. They got a doe on top.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this thing up back and go grab it.
There.
Yep.
Okay. Scott and Ted just went up the hill.
Yeah, they had 2 shots at the end. Here's my dad's new road that he made. It's gonna come in handy because there's a deer down on top of this hill. It's steep, but she'll make her. Handy, look, came out right where the doe's at. Lots of luck. Not a doe. That thing's got some character.
Yeah, look at that.
So were you shooting behind you then, or? Okay.
Yeah, I was shooting towards the woods, trying to stir it back to you.
So did you see the 2 deer that went this way? Basically split you and me. I thought you were shooting them. 'Cause it was right at that time. Because there was a little fork that basically went up in between us, and then I saw a fawn after that.
Oh, no, I didn't see those at all.
Oh, really? Well, I mean, it was the same time you were shooting.
Yeah.
If you were looking the other way, that would make sense.
Not today.
This is gonna be your first shotgun buck in a while. Yummy. Cookies. See you later, Don. GoPros are straight trash in the cold. So I can't remember what all was working, what all wasn't. But basically, we just walked over, crossing the field for about 25 minutes or so in the bone-chilling 30-mile-an-hour winds right into a headwind. It was cold. So now we're gonna start pushing this, see what we see. 1 deer down today, a basket rack, but a nice deer. Nice 3.5-year-old off my dad's ground. So now we're gonna push the last one on my dad's. There's a fresh deer trail. Looks like they bedded in here for a little bit or milled around. Deer in here, that's good. Hopefully we can surround it. Arrow, actually. No way. Huh. Yeah, right from that guy's tree stand. Well, that's kind of neat. Nice. That's a first. Here's the property line. I'll make my way that way and keep going. Well, I fell on my butt. That was fun. This broadhead's pretty cool. I wish I had time to bow hunt, but I definitely do not. Another tree stand. This one's sturdy. This is either going to end very good or very poorly. Really don't want to go into that gully. Oh yeah. Alright, so Lynn is right there. James is just coming in. And then my dad's just coming in too, because we knew once we got to the fence line, we're all gonna push this way. Alrighty, now we start pushing the deer this way. We are all in my dad's property. My dad just yelled something. Coming to you. Oh! Lynn, they're right at us! Run at you, Lynn! There are 4 of them in there, 4 does. Yep, there's some shooting. Yes, perfect. So I shot in front. They were going backwards. Now they went right at Daniel. So Daniel just shot twice. There are 4 of them in there, 4 does. Yep, there's some shooting. Yes, perfect. So I shot in front. They were going backwards. Now they went right at Daniel. So Daniel just shot twice. Yeah, that was nice. They were angling this way. I shot and then they ran up that way, right at one of the blockers. Perfect. That was actually kind of neat. My dad said something. He was like, coming to you. And I was like, where's you? And I look ahead, boom, they're right there. Oh man. Well, that was exciting. Fast pace, but go ahead. Well, at least I can say I shot at a deer. There was more to keep him in because I missed to the front. Hopefully we got one out of them. Throw this thing at him. Hi, buddy. Yeah, they were angling this way. I shot once and they went right up to Daniel. Oh, that sounds like Mel. So we've had 2 groups of 2 shots in this drive, and then mine, but I got mine. I pulled up, was about to shoot, and I couldn't find my red dot. And I was like, oh, shoot. It's not on, so I dropped the gun, hit it on, came back up, and she was running. She started to angle this way. I shot once in front of her, and she bolted up that way. There were 4 of them. So it worked out. I wish I would have been able to actually have a decent shot at her, but it is what it is. But hey, at least we got decent shots. Mother, that hurt. Heard my dad yelling something at the honey hole. We still got deer in here. Right at us, right there. Coming at ya! There's still more, I hear them. Talk about getting your blood racing.
Oh, I'm just coming up to help you.
Oh. I think I'm good. I think James is all alone on that side.
Yeah, that one's straight up and down over there.
Okay. If anything, just walk the bottom. Do you see those doe right ahead?
Yes, now?
Yeah, they're just right up on top of the hill.
Oh, okay.
Do you see that first group at all?
Yeah. First three came through 100 miles an hour.
Yep.
Fourth one, I couldn't find you. It's like, where the hell did it go? They just got there behind a tree, 20 yards.
Oh, really?
Yeah, come back to the tree, me and you. Like, then you stepped and then you stood looking at me.
Yep.
So, they came out the top right up the table.
Yep.
Right there.
That's what I was hoping. It looked like to me before I shot, they were angling in between us, and I shot, and then they beelined toward Daniel.
Yeah, and then they cut back, came out my name, started with great name.
Perfect. So I went and checked for blood, guys. There wasn't any, and then Lynn saw all 4 of them after I shot. So I missed, but it was a good miss because I missed in front, and they beelined up the hill right at our blockers. The deer I just saw were right in here, and I was just coming up through there. thing I don't understand is a couple deer I saw ahead of me, there hasn't been any shots yet. Either they were too small and they escaped, or they escaped and they got out. I'm not sure. The drivers. Yeah, I'm guessing that Lynn's behind me because those shots sounded behind me a little bit. So I'm guessing he was down in the valley. Yeah, I'm just probably one hollow away. Knew these suckers wouldn't stay tied the whole day. They even double knotted them. See blocker number 1. Blocker number 2 is probably somewhere in ahead of me. I'm gonna head down the hill. So mine is getting smacked in the face once. It's actually a decent drive. Got a shot at a doe, or one of 4 does, and they ran up the hill and got shot at. Got an arrow, so that's kind of cool. Yeah. See if we see anything else. All done for the day. Got 1 buck. Hey guys, I'm just editing this a couple days after deer season is over, and I realized I did not film an outro. So I do apologize for that, but a couple things. One, I wanted to address a couple questions that I've been having. So we made numerous comments on what is a 30 pack, what's a 30 pack? Well, for us in our group, if you shoot a deer that is not a big mature deer, which it happens, if you shoot a deer that's you can't fit a men's basketball in, so it's a basket rack, so if it's like this and smaller, you have to buy the big group of 30 pack. That's just kind of a fun little quirk that our group has. And I know it's not just ours. A lot of groups do that. But that's what we say when someone shoots a 30 pack like what Bobby did in this video right here. I got a couple questions on what I'm actually hunting. So right now in Iowa, we're in the midst of Iowa's first season gun season. And in that season, you can only use, especially in my area, you can only use shotguns and straight walled rifles. So like a 450 Bushmaster and whatnot. I personally am not a big fan of the 450 Bushmasters, except in certain situations. Like in our group, we only have one guy that uses that because a rifle can shoot a lot longer distance than a shotgun. A shotgun will go like this, where a rifle is going to go a lot farther. And the reason, which is good in a lot of cases, but in our area, we have so much up and down terrain. If you're shooting like this, that bullet's going to go a long ways. And we had a close call last year where we had someone from a couple miles away that a bullet laying within 50 feet or so of us. So yeah, I personally am not a big fan of them, and that's why most of our group carries shotguns. I mean, if we can't kill a deer within 100, 150 yards or so, I mean, it's not worth it to us. So that is why we are only using shotguns. Like I said, it's legal to carry straight walled, but not full rifles like a 30-06 or whatever. So I hope you guys have enjoyed our videos so far. Hope you enjoy, how we are actually driving these deer and how we hunt this deer for Iowa's first season gun season. I'm trying to explain it as best I can, but at the bottom line, this is a sport. It's fun. We try to stay as safe as we can. We try to have a plan. We stick to that plan, and that's how we've never had an incident. Really, hardly even a close call on our group. So it's been fun. So thank you guys so much for watching. We got 2 more videos coming up here. I've been releasing them every other day just because it takes so long to edit. So thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy. Ta-ta for now. Stay safe, and check out our hunting playlist right there. See you guys.